like I said before, now y'all want to talk about y'all preferences. Now y'all want to sit up there, oh, now I prefer an Asian woman. I prefer a white woman. I prefer a Hispanic woman. Of course you do. Of course you prefer those women. Because their men did their job and provided resources for their women. Their women ain't got to worry about going out into the other community.
Welcome to Rewind, my new online digital platform. Before we go any further, we're going to take care of some housekeeping. I want you to smash that subscribe button. Smash the subscribe button and hit the bell for future notification. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Just 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. We can only do that if we all work together by hitting that subscribe button. So right now, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for future notifications. Also, check out my new hit suspense novel, The Third Rail. The Third Rail, written by me, Tommy Handsome. The Third Rail, available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today. Online dating will never be the same. Rewind with Tommy Handsome. Let's get right to it. Again, another bitter Black woman on TikTok, video gone viral, talking about how Black men haven't built resources in their community. There's always these miserable women spewing all this garbage and lies so you younger women can follow them and be just as miserable as them. Let's roll the clip.
Because all of y'all dirty laundry and everything being exposed, and you don't want to stick around and take no type of responsibility for the foolishness that you've allowed and that you've participated in our community. And then quick to tell women, stop dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Rays are y'all offsprings. Y'all created Pookie and Ray Ray. And y'all once were Pookies and Ray Rays 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
No, you produced Pookie and Ray Ray because you slept with Pookie and Ray Ray. Now you have 5 kids by 4 baby daddies, Pookie and Ray Ray, and your offsprings are Pookie and Ray Ray.
Difference between Pookie and Ray Ray now and you is that you got a job now, making a little bit of money. That's it. That's all. Then y'all want to talk about Black women are the least likely to get married. Tell them how studies show that there are more eligible single Black men in our community, and y'all are choosing not to marry.
You're just upset because nobody wants you. No one wants somebody that's miserable. No one wants somebody that's combative. No one wants somebody that's masculine. Why, heck, you got a fade better than me.
Y'all are choosing not to marry. Before y'all get on the hill with that foolishness about, oh, we don't want Black women, tell everybody how y'all are getting divorced by other races of women at a higher rate. They don't even stay married to y'all. Black women have stuck around and dealt with all the bullshit. And that still ain't good enough for y'all.
And going back to the whole thing about passports, I'm sick and tired of Black women talking about us getting our passports when Black women have been getting their passports for decades, not years, decades. Now you're saying how we prefer Asian and white women. Well, if these Asian and white women are being submissive, once again, in a positive way, if these Asian and white women are being fit, friendly, and feminine, why wouldn't we go to other races?
like I said before, now y'all want to talk about y'all preferences. Now y'all want to sit up there, oh, now I prefer an Asian woman. I prefer a white woman. I prefer a Hispanic woman. Of course you do. Of course you prefer those women. Because their men did their job and provided resources for their women. Their women ain't got to worry about going out into the other community and being provided resources from other men. Of course, they're being raised as wives. Because chances are they have a mother and a father in the home. You can't say the same for the black community. Because you failed to build resources or to continue to build resources in your community for your women, for your people. Now you want to go in what we call is leech. Now you want to go leech off another community. All that damn dope y'all done sold in the community. Y'all ain't even built a damn park bench in the community. Now you want to run. Now y'all want to run out of y'all communities like roaches when the light.
What's wrong with these black modern women? Not black women, but it's these black modern women. These women, these boss chicks, they get some money, get a high-paying job, they get these degrees. And when they get the degrees, they don't need a man. And they vehemently say that they don't need a man. But when they say you don't need a man, and us men go to other races, then what's the problem? You don't need us. If you don't need us, then we'll go someplace else. What is the problem with black men dating outside their race? Now you're saying that we date outside our races. We go to the Asian communities, Asian countries. We go to these other countries because these women have fathers or men that build community and resources. But if these Asian women that we dated overseas have resources, and if we dating these Asian women, that means that these Asian women and foreign women are single, then evidently their men have not built community and resources. Because we're not going to date married women and marry married women. We're going to be dating single women and marrying single women. Does that make any sense? But you said that they have built community because they have men in their lives. Evidently, if we're going out dating these women, there's no men in their lives. Most of these women have kids. So these are single women, just like there's single women here in the United States. Now, you also said that when we marry these women, there's a high incidence of divorce from these foreign women. Very hypocritical, because there's a high incidence of divorce right here in the States. Over 50% of marriages end in what? Divorce. So when you make a silly, asinine statement like that these women, when we marry them overseas, there's a high incidence of divorce. There's a high incidence of divorce in every marriage, more in the United States. So if we bring them here and they become Americanized because they look at the American culture, of course, it's going to be a high incidence of divorce, according to you. But that's only an American statistics. Because when you look at other countries, a lot of divorces in other countries, especially the Philippines, is not looked upon. It's illegal to get a divorce in a country like the Philippines and some other countries as well. So what are you talking about these high instances of divorce? Again, just because you are single and you are miserable doesn't mean that everyone else should be single and miserable too. These are the same women that are upset because no one is hitting up their DM. These are the same women that stay at home on a Friday night, stay at home at a Saturday night, stay at home on a Sunday night, and most of the times on Mondays. Now, if she had a man, if she had a boyfriend, if she had a husband, do you think she'll be making these videos? If she had a man, all her energy will be focused on who? Herself and her man. But since she does not have a man, and she's blaming black men because she doesn't have a man, she's doing this to herself, okay? She is miserable, once again, saying that word miserable, the M word, because she doesn't have a man and no man is coming after her. Reason why: you're not fit, you're masculine, you're not friendly. Who wants somebody that's combative? Men, like I said many times before, like peace. It's very simple. We're simple creatures. We just want peace. We're not going to be with somebody that's agitated all the time. We're not going to be with somebody that has indignation all the time. We don't want that. And you got these independent women, they got their own money, their own job, they don't need a man. Guess what? That's fine. But you're going to see yourself alone. You're going to die alone because you are all alone. But the thing is, we can say this until we're blue in the face, and you ladies, you modern women, just don't get it. Young ladies in your 20s, I'm going to make a PSA, a public service announcement. By all means, do not, and I repeat, do not listen to people like her, because these are women who were thotting in their 20s, living up in their 20s, and now they're in their late 30s and 40s, and they hit the wall. And we all know one thing, that the wall always wins. And when the wall wins, and you hit the wall, and you have nothing good to say about you or anyone else, they want you, young ladies, to be just as miserable as them when you get their age. And one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to be 40 years old with no ring. You don't want to be in your 40s in four walls and no one's there with you. You don't want to be in your 40s and you come home to work to nothing. That you turn on the TV and watch Basketball Wives because you want to see other people miserable just like you. Ladies, young ladies, by all means, don't repeat the mistakes that these women in their late 30s, 40s, and 50s are making. A lot of them have multiple kids, but multiple baby daddies. Most of them are big, overweight, mean mugging. And they're miserable. And they want you to be miserable because they want you to repeat the same steps and the same cycles as them. Because we all know one thing, that misery loves company. Ladies, gentlemen, you want an unfiltered analysis of videos just like this one, by all means, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for future notifications, and in comments, represent your city, represent your state. Tell me where you're from, because I'm going to be visiting your city and your state real soon. You're watching Rewind.